the kind of wear a tie. Button up from 9 to 5. I tried that life but said goodbye. I'm not always polite, but I get the job done. Who says that work can never be fun? I'm simply unprofessional. Simply unprofessional. Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Simply Unprofessional. I'm your host, Webby. Joining me today, we got Devin.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Devin, it's just me and you, buddy.
It is just me and you.
Man, we're both not feeling great.
True.
It's
We
been
made an
kind of a
executive
rough
decision
week.
to record it this early and basically GTFO.
Yeah. So, Rob, I apologize if you were
We
looking
do.
forward to being on this week's episode of SU. But hopefully we will make it up to you by next week, because next week we're going to be... next week we'll still do a normal-ass episode, I'm sure. But this weekend we're going to have a special episode for you, live on twitch.tv/distractionsmedia. Also at twitch.tv/DMWebby. And what's your Twitch again? Hold on, let me try to guess this. It's twitch.tv/MrD3.
That is correct.
Is there any dashes or anything in that?
Nope.
No, it's just MISTAD3.
Yep.
All right.
That's what it be.
And whoever else decides during the charity stream to stream their view of it. But we're all going to be on camera. We're going to be doing our annual hot sauce challenge. It's become an annual thing at the Christmas stream that we all subject ourselves to the spiciness and the torture. Though I don't think anything will be as bad as last year, because last year we had to do Da Bomb, and that is honestly the worst hot sauce I've ever had in my life. Both in heat and taste. It tastes like battery acid. I don't know. So
Yeah, it's purely just for flavor. That's it.
yeah, Da Bomb was created by
I
people
mean,
who were
it's purely just
for
like
heat.
Not idiot.
Yeah,
It's not.
it was created by
engineered for
somebody who
flavor
was
in the
like,
slightest.
I'm gonna make the hottest thing that somebody should not put in their mouth but will.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Da Bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm hoping this year, I don't have mine in front of me, so I can't. I only remember one of them off the top of my head. But hopefully this year, and I know you've taste tested a few of them, but I'm hoping this year the spiciness. I don't care how hot something is. I just hope it has some fashion of flavor that makes the hot sauce at least taste like something, and not just be hot for the sake of being hot. Because that's kind of the goal we went with when me and you picked out the hot sauces this year. The only one I remember is the last one, which is the ghost pepper blueberry combo, which I'm looking forward to trying it, but I'm hesitant about how that one's going to taste.
Yeah, I mean the blueberry one. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I've tasted it like twice, but every time I've tasted it like twice, the heat overpowers the blueberry, so it's kind of just like the heat. You kind of get like a hint of the blueberry, but not anything major.
Right. But I mean, it's better than Da Bomb, though.
Yes,
Okay.
for sure. 100% better than the bomb.
Now, have you tried any of the other ones that we got this year?
Oh,
Huh?
I tried all of them.
Oh, all right. Because I know one of them was like a creamy jalapeno or something
That
like
one's
that.
actually really good. That one's actually really good.
Yeah.
I actually love that one a lot. That one's really good.
All right. Well,
I actually generally do like that one a lot.
what we're going to talk about this week on this episode, and again, it's going to be kind of a shorter episode because by the time this airs, it's going to be Friday, which means our stream will be starting tomorrow. It'll be on Saturday, December 5th, starting at noon Eastern Time. We're raising money for Extra Life, which raises money for the Children's Miracle Network. So, again, this year, I'm very happy with it because we get to help sick kids who need help. And I don't know, that makes me feel better. So, But we're going to go over essentially our schedule so everybody can know, in an official standpoint, who listens to SU, what our schedule is going to look like. And I know John released one of these that was more simplified and just showed us starting times, but I don't know, I think it seems pretty straightforward, except for the UK time throws me off.
Just look at the left side, forget the UK time.
Yeah. Now, for the most part, John will be the one streaming on the Distractions Media Twitch channel. Do you plan on streaming all the stuff that you're in?
Maybe, depending. It depends how I feel, honestly.
Yeah. Now, I will preface this. Again, we have not felt great this week. I for whatever reason, I can't seem to shake whatever this is that I have. It's not really a cold, as more so just like general pain and tiredness. With some like weird stomach issues involved. But if I do stream, there's a chance I won't be having my camera on, except for the hot sauce challenge. I feel like we all should have that for the reactions.
That I'll probably, that for sure I'll stream. I'm probably in the same boat. If I do stream it, it will be a cameraless stream for me, just because I'm not in the mood. Webby, you should throw up your red panda. You should stream your red panda, not you. Or everything else.
Yeah, my face rig thing there.
Yep, you should stream as that.
I'd have to start trying to figure out how to set all that up, because every time I open up that, it tries to it takes over my audio devices, and so my Discord audio won't work, my OBS audio won't work, because it all tries to go through face rig instead. So, yep. But we'll see. And I know that there's going to be at least two things that you and I are going to be streaming that are not on the quote-unquote mainstream. So the way we did this, everybody, is, anytime we pick out games to play for these charity streams, some games you can't have more than X amount of players. Some games not everybody owns. Various things come up. So when that happened, we decided this year, when that happens, we're going to do like a multi-Twitch or whatever, I'm sure. But we gave the option of the people who aren't going to be part of the main streaming of that particular segment, they can go and stream something else during the meantime. So we'll give you examples when we get there. But starting at noon, going till 1 o'clock. Normally that should technically say 12:30, because we usually only go till 12:30. Then we start up the games.
Usually
we're just gonna be doing an introduction. Generally, this is us gonna be talking about what we're gonna be doing again, so it's gonna be repetitive for the listeners here. Also, if you're watching on the stream, this is generally where Tamara and Rob just take turns putting on weird hats, which I will still say, they have me beat on the number of odd hats and masks, because I guess they count masks as hats. Odd head attire, I'll say. If you're going to go one for one, just a number of hats owned, I got both of them beat. I have quite the collection of baseball caps. They're not all baseball, but just, ball caps. But it's not very entertaining if they put on like a jester's cap and a panda face, and then I just take off my baseball cap and put on a different baseball cap. So, yeah. But anyway, that's usually the introduction. Then we're going to be jumping into Minecraft minigames, which, are you going to be part of this year?
I signed up to be, I signed up to be on
everything?
On everything, but also to be like Phil. Yeah. So the Minecraft mini games looks like I am not there. But I am
Not
willing
in.
to fill if need be.
Yeah, well, I mean,
6,
I will
8.
say that there is
There's
plenty
8
of
people.
room.
There's an even amount of people, so that's the thing. Like, if somebody can't make it, I know Big B is kind of up in the air depending on if she may have work stuff.
Right, but at the same time, with Minecraft minigames, a lot of the times they pull in people from chat who want to join too. So
Yeah. I mean, so if need be, like I can easily do that if need be.
okay, because I'd love to
But
be your partner on some of those games.
I mean, yeah, if it's like a partner thing, yeah, like I wouldn't mind hopping.
Although
on
some
Minecraft.
of them I
haven't
know
played in it,
aren't
like-
partners. Like I'm not gonna lie, some of the mini games are actually kind of fun. Like I like the one
Some
where
of them are like they're really hit or miss for me. Like some of them are actually really fun. Some of them are just kind of like, one of those.
yeah, I like the ones where you have to like where one person's a killer, and then one person's like a detective. So he starts with a bow, and then the killer has to go around and kill everybody and kind of maintain their cover. It's kind of almost like an Among Us, but Minecraft. Just you don't get to vote on who the killer is and vote them off the ship. You literally the only way to kill them is with a bow. So you have to pretty much hide by the detective, or if you earn enough gold coins or gold bars, you can I think if for 10 gold bars or something, you get a bow. So I like that one. The zombie one's also pretty fun. So if you get killed, you can become infected, and then you can run around and start infecting other survivors, but they can kill you as well. The ones that I like, I don't know, like there's ones where like you're in like a sandbox area and you have access to all the creative mode stuff, and then like they give you like a key phrase or something, and you have to try to build your representation of that. That can be fun, but I feel like it's never enough time, and I'm not that good at building. So, yeah. But those are the Minecraft mini games that I'm sure we'll be playing other ones too. Starting at 3 is Uno. Now, Uno is a 4-player game, and I noted, a few weeks ago that myself, Devin, and Rob specifically did not own this game. The other people who had signed up for it do own the game. So instead of just us going and buying the game and going on like a rotation thing or doing another stream, we decided that I know Rob wrote in Avalos' name. I don't know if Avalos is actually going to participate with us or not. If he does, cool. But during the Uno time slot, myself, Rob, Devin, and Avalos, potentially Avalos, are going to be playing PUBG to fill that time. After Uno at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be playing Among Us, which we have a full lobby. Full lobby consists of, I believe, 10 people. So that should be fun. It'll be my first time playing with like a full lobby of people.
Tamara's doing the hot sauce challenge.
What's that?
Tamara's doing the hot sauce challenge.
I was not informed of this.
I just see it right there.
Yeah, I
Webby,
just now
Devin,
saw it
Nelson,
too.
Cat, John, and Robin. What am I thinking, Tamara?
I don't know when she added that because John already put out the little flyer with her pictures on it and everything for advertisements. I'll have to talk to John about that. If she wants to, whatever. It's fine. As long as she has the same sauces that John has, because I know that they couldn't get the same ones that we had in the U.S. There was like a weird not shipped to U.S. thing. So John had to go and hunt down 4 individual sauces that were
Yep. Yeah, I know.
as
Yeah,
closely
I know.
related. So going back to Among Us, that's going to be an interesting for me because it'll be my first time playing in a full lobby, and when you have a full lobby of people, you have 2 killers, right?
Yep.
So that'll be neat. I enjoy watching people play Among Us, and the couple times that I have played, I've enjoyed it. I can understand Rob's frustration with this game when you're not on a call with people to verbally defend yourself, because typing does take quite a long time. And Rob's just like, oh, let's just play this game called Shoot Me Out into Space Simulator. Because apparently Rob's always the first one voted out. Which I have a theory, Devin.
Your theory?
Well, not really a theory, but I have a game plan. The first game of Among Us that we play, and we should message everybody. Let's just vote Rob out first. just to tilt him. He'll be like, "Oh, this is a great fucking start to the stream." Blah blah blah. No, I wouldn't do. Well, I would do that, but whatever. Anyway, for those of you who don't know what Among Us is, you play as little red alien or space people, or different colored space people. You run around various maps, and you have. If you're the imposter, you have to try to kill people without being seen. Otherwise, you have to run around and do tasks. And the imposters can also like sabotage different things on the map for the people. It gets complicated, but it's a fun game.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, and to go back to Rob for a second, I was listening to Rob. It's just, man, you got to mount a better defense. You got to mount a better defense.
What was his defense?
Like, the guy was like, "Oh, hey, I saw purple vent," and he was just like, "What? No?" And it's like, Rob, you gotta like come with the deets. Like, no. I was over in admin doing X, Y, and Z. I don't know what this guy. You gotta come with the deets.
To be fair, in Rob's defense, the first time I played with Avalos and some other people, and I legit did not know the map. I didn't know the controls. I didn't know the different rooms. So when they were like, "Oh, well, Webby, where were you?" I'll be like, "I have no idea. I was in a hallway trying to put wires together. Like where you had to like connect the red wire to the red wire and stuff."
Yeah. I mean, no, it definitely takes time to learn. It takes time to like learn locations in the game, but I mean, it's not like I don't know all the locations in the game, especially on like all the maps.
But once you start learning the lingo, you can definitely Town of Salem your way out of a situation.
Well, unlike Town of Salem, you can never Town of Salem yourself out of a situation. Town of Salem.
Yeah, well, that's because everyone's like, "Show me your will or you die." It's like, well, you'll see my will when I die.
Well, I mean, even if you show the will, 90% of the time it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like that's my only complaint. That's why I hate about that. Like 90% of the time it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna channel my inner Ayame from Hololive.
I have an anime question for you, but we'll do that after.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna channel my inner Ayame and be an anime girl. That's what I'm gonna do because she's like a fucking god at Among Us. She's like the detective at Among Us. Like there's like a clip of her. Like she's just sitting there. She's like, "Well, all right, lights went out. We were all near the door. Lights came back on. Botan was the closest near the door. I honestly think everybody else was kind of together. Nobody really moved. She was the only one that moved and the lights went out. I think it was Botan, and like legit every time, just dead on accuracy. And like Rushia was hilarious because like Rushia was the killer. She didn't kill anybody, but she was a killer. And she just sniped her out. She was just like, "Nah, Rushia sus." It's like, what?
Well, see,
sniped her out.
I've been watching. So I watch a YouTube channel called Smosh.
Yeah, Smosh is dope.
And there's actually a guy on there that reminds me of you. His name's Iffy. And they were playing Among Us, and he was trying to impart some knowledge because he plays Among Us a lot. And one thing that I learned while watching this video is some of your tasks are interactive, like the body scanning thing.
Yep.
So it'll actually show you getting scanned.
Yeah. Well, there's two ways to play the game. I already know what you're about to get at. There's two ways to play the game where you actually can turn off interactive tasks where nobody can see you doing a task.
Oh.
And that's really the way it should be played. Because then otherwise the what do you call it? Otherwise
now that's all under the menus or options and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it's really it's really up to whoever creates the room to decide.
Yeah, but that's the way it should be played because it puts it in a situation where, I can't think right now. It puts it in a situation where, wow, mind blank. It puts it where like if the imposter is like fake doing a task, like the body scan, for instance, always gives it away because there's no scan if that's not equipped.
Okay.
But you can turn that off where like nobody shows up doing the scan, and that makes it way better.
Right. Well, we'll have to bring that up then, to whenever we create the lobby, if we're gonna have the interactive objectives or not.
In fact, if you want tomorrow, because I'm home all day tomorrow, I'm not doing anything. If you feel like it, we don't have to. You can just hop on a call if you want to and just play around in some Among Us for some practice.
Sure.
Out of everything I need practice in, I would probably like. I don't care about Minecraft. Among Us would be the one. I can't really practice for the hot sauce, so that's just gonna be what it is.
Yeah, which is next in our thing.
Yep.
Starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is our Simply Unprofessional live podcast where we're going to do the hot sauce challenge. Now, in the past, we've done it a little bit differently. We've done kind of like a Jeopardy, almost like a Jeopardy themed, like a Simply Unprofessional Q&A thing. Or not even simply, just distractions media trivia, essentially. And John would put together a bunch of questions and whatnot. This year, I'm doing something a little bit differently, and I already worked it out with Rob, and Rob's already in possession of it because he is our host. So it is something that
I banned him from participating again.
What's that? Oh,
I banned him from participating.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you're eating hot sauce and you rub your eye, I mean that's hot sauce 101. Don't do that.
And he always touches his face. He says, like, it's like I think always. He does. I'm like, Rob, get away. You're not allowed to do this anymore.
I'm gonna have a roll of paper towels next to me, so if I feel like I need to rub like water out of my eye, I can just rip off some paper towels.
You're just gonna pull a Sam the cooking guy.
Yep. Wait, who?
Sam the cooking guy. It's a guy I watch on YouTube, and he always like cooks outside. But he every time he tries to like wipe his face or wipe his neck, like he's always has shit on his hands, so he can't grab the paper towel. So he just wipes his whole face on the roll of paper towel.
That's a smart move.
It is.
That is a smart move, actually. So yeah, so that's gonna be 2 hours long. And yeah, hopefully you guys come out and at least enjoy that. At 10 p.m. is Tamara's podcast called What Space Is This? I am not going to be part of this. And I assumed you weren't either. So I just put in a tentative Diablo 3 session. Maybe we can just hop on, do some riffs, some greater riffs.
We should update HOTS and play HOTS. Bomb down hood riffs.
I mean, listen. I'll install Heroes of the Storm.
I'll install Heroes of the Storm. I don't care.
Listen, they just from what I read, they just released Hogger finally as a hero in Heroes of the Storm.
You know who should be a hero?
I could convince you to be May, and I'll be Jaina. They're both ice people, so we'll just fucking freeze the shit out of everyone.
I'm down. I just want Roadhog in Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, I don't think he's in it. I think May.
He wouldn't, but he'd be so good though. He'd be so good though. And Hanzo is. I know Zarya is. Hanzo is.
I don't know who else has been in Heroes of the Storm recently. It's been forever since I played that game because I used to play it all the time. Like I used to be like real good. Like back when I played with Clay and Jaina was my main. I think out of like 400 and something matches, I'd only lost twice, which to me is pretty good. But yeah, I have a tentative Diablo 3 on there. I see Fox is signed up for it. I'm going to have to message him and just see if he's cool with playing hardcore or if he already plays hardcore. Or he can stream his own thing and we can all just be on a call together and just chatting. That's fine too. But for those of you who do know me, I am a big fan of Diablo 3. I'm a big fan of the Diablo series in general, but I only play hardcore. Now, Devin, have I explained to you why? Like, people always ask me why.
I think
why
we
do you
talked
play
about it, and
hardcore?
it was just a matter of either I can't remember if it was a trial by fire situation when you first got into Diablo back in the day, or it was the same thing with
No,
me. Where just like I just
it's
feel like if it's not in hardcore, there's like I don't care
yeah,
as
that's
much.
100%. So okay, so Diablo 3 especially is a very grindy game. True.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game where it has its especially if like if you're having somebody like run you to 70, like it's a little bit different.
Right,
But
but just in general, it can get pretty grindy. It's very repetitive. I'll say is probably the better word. If you're running rifts for greater keystones, then you're running greater rifts for legendary gem levelings and stuff like that. It's constantly the same motions over and over again. It does get very repetitive. Now, if you're playing on what I call softcore, and you die, you just turn into a small pile and you just revive either at your last checkpoint or at your body, and then you just start all over again. Okay? No harm, no mess, no fuss. To me, it's no fun. It would get to the point where if death was not a problem, I would literally just sit there and play Diablo with my eyes closed like I do half the time now.
yeah, I mean, because the worst case scenario is you die. You what? You gotta like pick your shit up,
You
right?
pay some gold and then you just run back to your body and pick your shit up. That's
Yeah.
it. You lose a little bit of gold on death. Okay. Now in hardcore, you have to think differently. You have to build differently. You have to have a whole separate mentality. You have to be very aware of your surroundings. Because if you do die, which I've died almost some of the dumbest ways possible.
I have died in the dumbest ways possible.
But if you do die, you lose everything on that character. Now you do have a stash that's back in town that stays. So if you make another hardcore character, you can still go into the stash and get stuff. Your money stays. But all of your equipment and everything on your character that's on that character, you lose forever. It's just permanently gone. You gotta start back from scratch. Now, to me, that keeps my interest more. Mainly because you have to try to outthink. You have to, if you run into 2 elite packs and you are managing to see, you notice their affixes, or you can read their affixes, and you have to try to strategize around those affixes. So if you have something that, say, is Waller, Molten, and Mortar, that's a tough one, man, because you can't be too far away or else you're going to get nailed by Mortar. But you get in close, you risk getting walled in and then them exploding in Molten. Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one. Arcane, whenever they drop the little arcane turrets, you got to work around those because you can't dispel those unless you're a wizard and you have black hole. I don't know. To me, it's more significant to say, okay, I have a level 70 Paragon level 800 hardcore character than it is to say I have a level 70 Paragon 800 softcore character.
No, I mean, I agree with that.
Because
I
that
absolutely agree
Paragon,
with
that level 70 Paragon 800 softcore character could have died 24 times. You don't know. But you know that hardcore character has not died yet.
Yep. No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
So yeah, that's just a tentative thing for us to talk about, whether or not you want to play Diablo 3 or whatever else we want to play during that.
I mean, I will say this: if Fox does want to play with us in Diablo 3, I'm fine with Diablo 3. But if Fox does want to play Diablo 3 and you're only playing the hardcore, we do need to have a conversation, or we need to talk to him. And if he needs to get ran a character to 70 in hardcore, because it's going to be kind of boring. Like just us. It's going to be us just running him in hardcore.
Yeah. I'll send him a message because this is the first I'm seeing. This is apparently an updated schedule from what I last saw.
I mean, I guess the worst case scenario is, if need be, we can just play regular Diablo and just run some of our hardcore. Like if he does have hardcore characters, but doesn't have a seasonal character. If he has previous hardcore characters, we can just run some of our older hardcore characters just on like a couple riffs.
True.
I can run like my Demon Hunter or something.
Yep. I mean, I'll message him. I'll see what he says.
Yeah, and if not, we can figure some out. We have games we can figure out.
After What Space Is This? Starting at midnight, we're going to be playing Dead by Daylight, which is going to be on a rotation because of how many people want to play this. Everybody who watches any of our streams has probably seen us play Dead by Daylight. It's pretty self-explanatory. We played it on the Halloween stream. That's a 3-hour block of Dead by Daylight. At 3 a.m., we're going to be playing Fall Guys, which is going to be you, me, Rob, and John all playing Fall Guys together. That's going to be 2 hours. Starting at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is our Overwatch block, which currently we have one spot available, apparently. But Rob, me, you, Fox, and Donnie are all scheduled to play that. I talked to Donnie previously about him waking up at 5, and he said he'd be able to get up at 5 on Sunday to play this with us, so I'll try to keep reminding him. So then at 7 a.m., we have Gang Beasts, which is a pretty fun one for people. How many people can be in Gang Beasts at one time?
4. That's why I said it's full. Oh no, Gang Beasts. Oh, 4. I think it's 4. I really think it's 4.
Well, we have 8 signed up.
Yes, what we may have to do here is
2 separate lobbies.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll have to work that out too. And then after that, starting at 9 a.m., going until essentially 11 noonish, around that time. We're going to be playing the Distractions Media Minecraft UHC event. Which again, I don't know how this is going to pan out. I don't know. I know John sent out a message saying something about maybe having to do single players and not having enough people for teams or something like that. Essentially, what Minecraft UHC is essentially just like a PUBG style game for Minecraft, where you have an outer border that just slowly condenses more and more and more and forces you into a more central location. And then people just have to fight each other until the last man standing, which 90% of the time is always B anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, and then our closing thing, where we're all very tired and usually just head in hand on the video call.
I'm actually not in the UHC for some reason, which I'm mainly fine with that, depending on how that goes. Yeah. Depending on how I feel, I'm either okay with that or I'm not. But because I think there have to be teams, and there's only 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 9 people there. 1, 2, 3,
well, I know
4,
John had said something about possibly having it be a single player thing, which I'm not.
Okay.
Happy
well,
about.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could not. It doesn't really matter.
I don't think that anything like that should ever be a single player experience, because when I'm playing Minecraft, I'm very quiet when I play Minecraft unless I have somebody else to bounce shit off of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. I'm cool with it. It's fine. I'll figure it out. If they need me to play, I'm available. If I feel like playing, I'm available. If there's room, I'm available. I'll hop in there. Not, I'll still be there. I'll come talk to you.
All right.
I'll watch you and come talk to you play.
Yeah. So essentially, that's our 24-hour schedule for the Christmas stream this year. Again, tune in at 8 for the hot sauce challenge. That's going to be a good one. Other than that, Devin, do you have any closing thoughts on any of these games? Are you looking forward to any of the games in particular?
No. Games in particular.
Devin's like, nah, not a single fucking one of them. I'm kind of
honestly. I mean, I think the game I'm looking forward to the most probably is Among Us this year. Right. I always like Gang Beasts. That's always just a lot of fun. but I think
Gang Beast
in terms of,
really it boils down in a way to just being me versus you. Like, I try to team up with you a lot in that, and then you're just like, no, Webby's over here. Fucking
Well, I
Webby,
mean,
yeet.
let's be honest though. Like, if me and you teamed up in Gang Beast, it would just be me and you.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but at the same time, it's like,
I say me and you team up in Gang Beast this year, okay? And when it comes down to just being me and you left, I'll take the dive.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Then we can alternate. I'll take the dive, then you take the dive.
No, let's not take dives. Let's just let the cards fall where they fall.
I won't fight back.
Then I won't fight you. We're just both gonna lose then.
Remember that game where we escaped prison together and we were best friends?
Yeah, I remember that game.
And then you shot me.
I mean, sometimes it happens.
There was another way out.
There wasn't.
I looked it up.
There really wasn't.
I looked it up.
So did I. There really wasn't.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Well, I mean, that's all I got for this week. Again, I'm not feeling great. So, but with that being said, we need life advice with Devin. Do you have some life advice with Devin that can pertain to this 24-hour charity stream and or anyone else who wants to ever participate in a 24-hour event? I'm going to be very specific with you.
Plan your day in the future, like after the fact, accordingly. But other than that, no. Like, just plan your days accordingly because you gonna be in for some shit. And that's kind of really it. You know, like this is gonna be rough. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. The thing is like each year, going into it, I think it's going to be easier when we're actually there and doing the event. It'll be easier. But each year going into it, like the few days prior, it just seems worse and worse because like we're just getting older.
I guess my only question is Dead by Daylight again. Like, why are we doing this again?
I don't know. Because it's a game that a lot of people do enjoy. I'm going to have a talk with Rob going into this one. I'm going to have to get him mentally prepped. Be like, remember, Rob, this is a charity. This is for charity. This is for sick kids. So at least act like you're having fun. So. But. I don't know. Are there any games on here that to you are like what Dead by Daylight is for Rob?
No, not really.
Maybe the Minecraft games.
No, honestly, I don't hate Minecraft. Like, I actually like Minecraft. Like, I'm fine with Minecraft. It's just not something I always am like interested in playing per se.
So, what space is this? That's your Dead by Daylight to Rob?
I guess sure. Like, if that's how you want to look at it, sure.
Fair. But Devin, last year's What Space Is This was great. Your character was introduced 5 minutes before the end of the podcast.
I know that was beautiful. That was the greatest thing that's ever
5 minutes
happened.
Before the end. It was a, hey, here's this guy, let's escape now. I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting delirious. I think I need to lay down. So
that's fine.
You did life advice already with Devin. Plan your day accordingly.
We don't have a getting real with Rob, unfortunately. But
no, we do not. I was trying to think of something sciencey to say. I ain't got nothing. My mind is scrambled eggs right now. So with that being said, where can people find you on the internet and this weekend
You guys
on
can
Twitch?
find me on Twitter at DMP_Pookie and on Twitch at Poo Killed Me. Or actually, I lied. Not at Poo Killed Me. At Twitch at MrD3. That's how tired I am. I haven't missed that up one day.
Yep.
But I'm out of it. There you go.
Same.
You guys find me on Twitch at MrD3. Yeah, sorry this is a really short episode. We're just kind of going over this because me and getting me away both feel like dog shit. Actually, no, at this point, I think we both envy dog shit. Because we think dog shit probably feels better than we do.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's that. So I will catch you guys on Saturday with much more energy than I have today. Hopefully.
You got to bring enough for
I also
two of us,
realized what really
I'm
sucks about
I'm
this
like an
particular-
energy vampire on these streams.
Right. I just hope I can finish playing through because I just like I happen to be on call this month.
Well,
But technically, as long as I don't get my test results back, then I can't go in. So if I don't get my test results back till Sunday, we're fine.
all right. As always,
Cheating the
everybody,
system.
you guys can follow me on Twitter at JaxForestWalker, all one word. On Twitch at DMWebby. And on Instagram at Patrick.Webster52, where I post random, mostly D&D related memes and little pictures and whatever. Yeah. And on eBay at wondering where Devin is this week.
Oh yeah, I'm not on eBay this week.
Oh man, I'm searching the lost and found for no reason. All right, everybody. Thank you for the episode. Thank you for listening. Sorry for the short episode, but again, hammered dog shit sounds pretty good right now.
It really does, though.
And we'll talk to you later. See you Saturday.
Saturday. See you guys later.
Fuck Booster Gold. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Also, if you haven't, check out rossmalcolmboyd.com. And or go hunt down Ross Malcolm Boyd on social media and have him play you Proud of My Rhinoceros. It's the best.
You were just gonna stop there, just go hunt down.
Just
Ross Malcolm
hunt
Boyd. I'm
down
like,
Ross Malcolm Boyd.
What did he do to you?